Hey, hello everybody, this is Chaos with Chaos Esports Productions, bringing you another Bronze Masters League Series game. Today we're going to be looking at a PvZ here on the new map Waystation here in Season 2 of 2014, and I have decided that this week is going to be a Protoss week. We are going to have two videos, Protoss videos. I might even throw in a Zerg, depending on whether or not I've got the extra time, because this week's homework problem looks like a doozy. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Now, some interesting things coming up around. I want to make a quick announcement about next week. Next week on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I will be casting the No Dice Gaming Invitational number 4. We've got 16 really good players. We've got Huck. We've got Hyun, we've got Seed, I believe, we've got a myriad of other players. I will link the Team Liquid post down in the description, so feel free to check that out. But yes, I will be casting days 1, 2, and 4. Unfortunately, I cannot take off 3 days worth of vacation and can only cast the first 2 days plus on Saturday. So feel free to check me out there. It'll be on the No Dice TV channel. And yeah, so also we are kind of boiling down to the end of my master's classes, which means videos will be definitely aplenty over the summer. And we also might be having a stream schedule for the summer. I haven't quite decided what my schedule will be. It really depends on what my classes are going to be, because I want it to be something that I can sustain throughout the latter end of the year. So I will make sure to make comment of that in one of my future videos, just to let you guys know. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and get right into things. Now, honestly, when I was playing today, I was like, I think I'm just going to try and do some very specific builds and just see what happens. Not necessarily go for any timings or things like that. Just kind of play more of the reactive style, do a lot of really good scouting and things like that, and it panned out pretty well. So we're going to open up here, do a little bit of scouting. Now, he actually was random, so we wanted to go ahead and get that scout off right after the gateway went down. We go in, we see evolution chamber and the spawning pool. Now, I'm not sure. When I went and looked at this guy's profile, it said that his greatest rank was platinum, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he was planning on going for like some type of early upgrade or something, but there's no gas, so I'm kind of like, okay, whatever. I go ahead and plant down the proxy pylon. Just, I want to minimize the amount of time that it takes for my opponent to get that base out, as well as I want to give myself the opportunity to get my expansion up, and then we're going to be getting our mothership core out here pretty early, as we normally do. Now, this is kind of a faux Naniwa build. Usually you would hold off on the gas and basically bank that income so you can get your expansion down as quickly as possible. I went ahead and got the second gas because I was thinking I was going to go charge Light Archon. So basically going to go ahead and get that up, start getting gas, and actually we're going to mine a lot of gas before we do anything. And at this point we're a little bit worried because we've only got the Zealot out. We know he's got a handful of Lings. He's probably got more on the way. We've got a Stalker out, and basically we're just kind of in panic mode right now. Obviously Warp Gate is almost done, so we're not feeling too bad. And the mothership core just popped out, so we should be safe from this. It's just going to be a matter of a little bit of micro here, a little bit of micro there, trying to minimize the amount of damage. He is going to go ahead and back off, and we're not feeling too bad. Basically, the only thing that he got with it, if we take a look at I believe it's E. Oh, crap. Wrong button. Denied. Okay, let's speed it up. Oh, 8 times. It's E. It's R. Control R. As you can probably tell from my voice, I'm a little bit on the sick side. Henceforth, we will get to do this video early today, which is quite nice. But yeah, overall, I think we've done a pretty good job. We've scouted what we wanted to scout. We see that he's going to play a little bit more on the aggressive side. And honestly, by seeing all of these Lings come out, we're feeling pretty good. We can happily expand behind this So yeah, he only got the one zealot killed, which is really not that big of a deal. So since we're feeling pretty good, we can go ahead and start getting up this wall. We know that there's a potential he might continue on building units, and we want to make sure that we're ready for that type of problem. So we're going to go ahead and get up a forge as well as 2 gateways. So this wall is actually perfect. So 3 by 3 buildings fit here, nice snug as a bug in a rug, and you're able to get in your single unit. Now the only downside to this is obviously if you warp in Archons over here, you can't get through, and gotta deal with that. But he's gonna flood in a whole bunch of lings, and thankfully we're pretty well in shape for that. We've got a couple sentries warped in, and yeah, we're feeling pretty good at this point. So, you know, at this point we're like, okay, well, he's built a whole bunch of lings, he's probably expanded, but he really doesn't have a whole lot of economy. Compared to us, you know, our natural is just now getting up, so we're feeling pretty good. Just throw down a couple cannons, feel pretty safe, and you know, with 5 gateways worth of production, that's right, I threw down 1 extra gateway just because I've got 2 bases, and was feeling pretty cheeky like that. And basically we're going to be focusing on getting up our +1 and then try to do a charge lot Archon +2 push. That's kind of what we're shooting for. So we're 8 minutes in, we're feeling pretty good. We're just going to be getting up probes and basically holding back at this point. You know, our opponent has invested a lot in his army and really isn't going to get a whole lot done with it. We're going to go ahead and send off a Hallucinated Phoenix just to see what we can scout, if anything. So we're going to get in here. And we actually go in, we see the Roach Warren, we see that he's mining gas, so we know that, you know, he's probably got roaches out in the field. The only thing that we don't know is how saturated the space is. That would be the ideal scout. But I go ahead and send my Mothership Core out just a little bit, just to see if his units are out here, and we don't really see anything. And at this point, we're just like, okay, +1 is just about to finish. We're going to send out a couple zealots to take the watchtowers and, you know, get a little bit of map presence. And then behind this, we're going to go ahead and get our Templar archives down as well as charge going. And once our Templar archives are done and we've warped in maybe a handful of Templar, we can go ahead and warp those in and kind of get our base army all good and ready to go. And then charge will be, you know, more or less about halfway done, then we can just move across the field. So, so far we played this pretty well. Obviously, wasn't a whole lot as far as random shenanigans, things like that. The next game that I cast on Thursday will probably be a pretty good one, and it'll probably be a PvT. Yeah, got my Archons stuck. But yeah, it'll probably be a PvT, and it was actually really interesting. I got to do some drop play, which I don't really get the opportunity to do a whole lot. He's got so much larva and really not that big of a bank. He's just been focusing on getting up his army, which is kind of odd. But yeah, so we've got a couple Archons. Charges just finished up, and you know, with this army, we're feeling pretty good because +2 is almost done. We go in, we don't see any upgrades from him, which is actually really surprising because he got that early. Oh wow, what? Okay, 3 Evo chambers. That's one way to do it. But yeah, so I'm gonna waltz right in, take out his entire army, and feel pretty good about myself because yeah, he really can't do a whole lot. We're gonna go ahead and force field the ramp because we don't want any of his reinforcements getting down, and obviously the reinforcements that are popping out here really aren't getting a whole lot done. And with 700 minerals and about 25. 250 gas, he goes ahead and taps it out. Wow, I did not realize that was so one-sided like that. Holy cow. Anyways, but yeah, like I said, he's a mid-plat player from last season, so I find that really odd. So hopefully this is a good notion that we might get promoted this season. I think this season, either this season or next season, I'm going to do a really hard push to get all the way up to Masters. I'm not sure how it'll go, but right now I've just kind of been doing my 2 videos a week. Haven't been playing a whole lot. I usually get about 5 to 10 games a week, which is probably not as many as I'd like to play. But the theory is once my classes are done, I'll feel a little bit better on, you know, putting more effort into the content and getting some new stuff out, because I've got some really cool ideas for future content, some League of Legends stuff, as well as some more interesting ways of doing the Bronze Masters League. I've been thinking about doing games where I physically cast them, or even just pulling games from the streaming sessions that I plan on having. So keep on trucking. Look out for all that information coming up relatively soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free, if you did, go ahead and hit that like button. If you've got any friends who are learning Protoss, would like to check out this build, Zealot Archon is one of the staples out there, so feel free to check that out and get some kind of some pointers as far as like timings and things like that. So feel free to share with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to go ahead and hit that subscriber button down in the lower left-hand corner. And I think that is all I have. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next game.